Hi, and welcome to Charm and Cheer with Piper. I'm going to be talking to you in this video today from my Event Essentials workbook, a workbook I created and had published to help you plan your event and making it as seamless as possible for your event. All the details and plannings are in there. So today we're going to talk a little bit more about planning your event. So when planning an event, you need to keep in mind that no matter the size and scale, you need to think in the future. Now give yourself an appropriate amount of time to work with, because time gets away from us, and before you know it, it's here and you're scrambling at the last minute to get everything prepared. So it's one of the reasons I've written this workbook, to help you work through all of those details to make it a success. I help you make order out of chaos. So securing your event is the first thing I talked about in this series of videos. Then I talked a little bit about the event details in a video. So today we're going to talk about actually planning out the details even further. Decide on the tables and chairs, linens, table settings, what is needed. Secure your food and beverage vendors next. Begin to plan out your shopping list for decorations. Secure a florist if you need flowers, fresh flowers. Secure additional professional vendors. Do you need a bartender, a DJ, serving staff, cater? What are you doing? Purchase and create decorations if you're doing them yourself. No less than 4 weeks before your event, start marketing your event. Mail invitations, Evites, Eventbrite, Facebook, whatever it is that works best for your event and what it is that you're doing. So that's just a kind of a step-by-step what it is you need to be doing. The more time, the better. Very important. People are busy and forget to RSVP, so you'll just need to give them time with their busy schedules and to nudge them along. Having 1 to 3 people be informed will help make these steps for cleanup and setup go much smoother. So what's your team like? Are you doing this all yourself? I don't recommend it. Even myself, when I put on an event for myself, I have a huge team of friends and family that come alongside and do all the things for me. And I will go over that in future details on what it takes to put that together to give you the best team. Make sure to have your items boxed up and labeled with each category while you're planning, because as the things pile up, you've got boxes everywhere and you can't remember where you put it. So when that box comes in from being delivered, because you've ordered them online, take the stuff out of the box and then put things back in the box for that category. For instance, you have decorations, you have centerpieces, you have a balloon arch, you have whatever your decorations are. Those are decoration boxes or centerpieces boxes. They're 2 separate things because sometimes that's what they need to be. You have other items. So you have a sign-in table or a registration table, depending on your event. That's a different box. You get my drift. So those are the things that very important to know ahead of time. And again, what's your theme of your event? I love themes. Now, I love themes. I mean, I am a huge fan of the 1920s. That's my era. So I do have a lot of 1920s themed parties. I also love the Renaissance. I think the costumes are beautiful, same with the 1920s. So I kind of stick to Renaissance and 1920s themed parties for myself. Now, I just recently had a 50th birthday party and I had a Phantom of the Opera masquerade ball. Now, I went all out because, well, I'm an event planner, and who else can get 75 people to dress up in fancy clothes and masks? Again. So, what a time of year are you having your event? Is it a holiday event? That's a theme, right? If you're doing kids' parties, there's a million different things, right? Their favorite TV show or their favorite action hero or their favorite villain or pirates and Western themed, and maybe your little girl wants to have a tea party. You can make it an Alice in Wonderland, Mad Hatter tea party. Maybe you're a huge fan of Bridgerton. Murder mystery dinner parties are my ultimate favorite thing to plan because they're small, intimate. Well, most people. I had one for a birthday in a few years ago, and I had 30 people for mine, and everyone had a blast. So they don't have to be just for 6 to 8 people. Maybe you are a huge sci-fi fan, so there's sci-fi theme or fantasy. Maybe you're feeling festive and you want to have a luau. It's a summer fun party. Come as your partner is also a really fun theme. So you dress as your, whether that's your boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse, significant other, whatever. You come dressed as that other person and they dress as you. That's fun, hilarious, fun to plan out. A great thing to do is just to go to Value Village or Goodwill and do set a timer for 5 minutes, and each of you have 5 minutes to pick an outfit that you would wear that you think the other person would. And that's also fun because you can get it in your size. A book theme. Maybe you have a favorite book series, or you love books, period, and you can have a book themed party. Movie night is also a really fun thing, whether it's a movie night where you're actually showing a movie, maybe outside for your friends and your family, or customer appreciation or what have you. The trivia night. Is that something you and your friends are into? Casino night, that's always fun. An awards night type of theme where you can have a red carpet and you can have it glamorous or you can have it silly. What is it that you need to celebrate? And that can be your theme. Game nights. And so the sky's the limit. Now, if a theme isn't really what you want, like I've said in a previous video, having an elegant party is a theme. Having a casual party is a theme. It doesn't necessarily have to be themed, but it helps you set that atmosphere for the party so you know what you're doing. So when you are getting decorations, you have a way of seeing that plan come out in your mind. Pinterest is a fantastic place to get ideas. So you're only limited by your imagination when planning your theme for your event, for your decorations. When you're putting together your invitations, that's also where your theme will come in to play. Whether it's just a flower or artistic design on your invitation, you have some kind of graphic on there that plays into you want everything to be the same. So when you're creating your invitation, whether that is a paper invitation or an online invitation, make sure that your theme / graphics all match. It's very important. That way people know what to expect. If you have them come in a costume or dress up, they know exactly what to expect. Be very clear in your invitation, your date, your time, your location. What is the party for? This is for Bobby's 5th birthday, and I want everyone, kids and adults, to come as their favorite superhero. That is very clear. What are your parking instructions? If you have limited parking, it's very important. And additional costs if required. So say you're having an ice skating party or a roller skating party. If you can't, so it's for 10 people, right? But if the adults want to skate, they have to pay for themselves. Just put that in there, that you're paying for the children but not the adults, so that they know that that's what's going on. Or if it's a no-host bar and you're not buying everyone's alcohol, that they know that that's in the invitation, so there aren't any surprises. The more information you can fit in a very small space, but not have it be crowded, because when was the last time you read through an invitation yourself? You had to read through it a few times. So just be very careful how bunched up the information is, spread it out, and be very wise with each word. Try and find words that describe things with less words. I know that didn't sound right, but there we go. And again, if you are having people come in costume or dress up, be very clear with the instructions, so that you know, they know, everyone knows, and it is okay to have a double-sided invitation. If you have information on the second side, make sure to put a note along the bottom. If this is a printed invitation, that there is additional information on the back. And again, what are your activities going to be? Now you have a theme, or you have an idea of what you're doing for your event. What are the activities? Now, I spoke about this in a previous video, but I am a huge fan of Minute to Win It. That is a great way to bring people together, especially if they don't know each other, and adults get very competitive. So you can have a parents section and a kids section if you're doing games. And it goes back to having teams, so that you have 1 to 3 additional people helping you with this party, even if it's at your home, so that you can enjoy yourself. Are you having outdoor games? There's all kinds of those big block games you can rent now at some of the rental places. The big, huge Connect 4s and the big, huge Jengas and all that. Is that something that you need to rent and find and do research on? What are the activities you're having? Do have something. If it's an adult-only party, that's even better, because you can have more adult-themed Minute to Win It games that are a little more sophisticated, and trust me, they will get very competitive and have a very, very good time. Are you having board games? Do you have kid games and adult games? What is it that you're doing? Are you having a photo booth? That's an activity. Even if you're only having a social, sometimes having a selfie station or a photo booth really kind of gets people loose, because then they can wear silly things or hold the sticks and be silly, and the more consumption of alcoholic beverages, the funner it can get. So are you having indoor games or outdoor games, activities? The sky's the limit. You're only limited to your imagination. Pinterest is fantastic, like I've said, so find some ideas. out there. There's a million ways of doing things. So that is all I'm going to cover in this chapter from my workbook. And I look forward to the next video. Thank you and have a blessed day.